Red Wings fans, stand up. Yeah, we gonna throw them wings up, wings up, wings up. Show the league that this is our time. Let's make the city proud. We gon' win the Stanley Cup, Stanley Cup, Stanley Cup. After that we gonna party. We gon' show everybody. We show them all around the world. We show them all around the world. We show them all around the world. We gon' throw them wings up. We gon' throw them wings up.
Oh, there's a goal! At least I thought he was gonna until he blew it.
How's it going, everybody? It's C-RadTV, and of course, with another Red Wings hockey season starting, that means it's officially time for the season premiere, another season of Detroit Red Wings Monthly. Yes, the series I started last season is back again for another year. So, of course, the series we'll be doing to cap every month of Red Wings hockey for the entire 2019-2020 season. So, with the first month of the NHL season back in officially in the books, we're going to look at the Red Wings and see how they fared in the first month of the year. The first month under Steve Yzerman. So, in the month of October, the Red Wings went 4-8-1, scoring 9 points. They currently sit 7th in the Atlantic Division. They are 11 points behind a division lead, which is 5.5 games, and they are 7 points behind the wild card, which is 3.5 games. They also currently sit 6th in the draft order. They are 2-7-1 in their last 10. They enter November on a 1-game winning streak. In terms of the Red Wings stats, Red Wings scored 30 goals in October, averaging 2.3 goals a game. They also gave up 46 goals in October, averaging 3.5 goals allowed per game. They also had 406 shots in October, which averaged around 31.2 shots a game. So they're getting the shots to the net. It's just they're not putting them behind the net and getting those goals. In terms of hits, the Red Wings had 243 hits in October, averaging 18.7 hits a game. Their power play percentage was 14.3, which is actually not too bad. That's actually pretty good. But, you know, there's always room for improvement on that. Their penalty kill is 71.4%, so there's definitely improvement on that front. Their face-off win percentage in October was 47.6%. I mean, it's not the prettiest start of starts, but hey, you know, it's some good stuff to build on and improve upon. So yeah, some stuff to look at throughout the rebuilding process. But yeah, let us continue on. So in terms of the Red Wings player stats, Tyler Bertuzzi had 5 goals and 8 assists in October for 13 points. Anthony Mantha had 7 goals and 5 assists for 12 points. Dylan Larkin had 4 goals and 7 assists for 11 points. Luke Glendening had 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Danny DeKeyser had 0 goals, but he had 4 assists for 4 points. Valtteri Filppula had 1 goal and 3 assists for 4 points. Filip Hronek had 3 goals and 4 assists for 7 points. Dennis Cholowski had 1 goal and 3 assists for 4 points. Taro Hirose, he had 0 goals but 5 assists for 5 points. Andreas Athanasiou had 0 goals and 3 assists for 3 points. Keep in mind, he did miss most of this month with injury. But yeah, that's sort of a disappointing start for Athanasiou. Darren Helm, he had 4 goals and an assist for 5 points. Jacob De La Rose, he had 1 goal and 3 assists for 4 points. Justin Abokater, he had 0 goals and 3 assists for 3 points. Patrick Nemeth, he had 1 goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Mike Green, he had a goal and an assist for 2 points. Keep in mind, he did miss a couple games with injury. And then Madison Bowie had 0 goals and 2 assists for 2 points. So obviously the biggest part of this team's offense has come from the big three on the Red Wings, being Bertuzzi, Mantha, and Larkin. It is supposed to be the big four with that in the CU, but that the CU had a pretty disappointing month. Good news is it's early in the season. You can find a way to turn around and try and get hot at the right time. So yeah, defensively, Hronik's been the best defenseman on the Wings, and then he had the Kaiser in there. But in terms of defensemen, we also have to say goodbye to a Red Wings legend, as Jonathan Ericsson has officially hit waivers. Godspeed. In terms of the goaltenders, we'll take a look at them too. So Jimmy Howard, he played in 7 games in October. He had a record of 2-5-0, a save percentage of .910, and he also gave up 22 goals in October, which leads to a goals against average of 3.14. So yeah, not a good start for Jimmy Howard to open the year. Jonathan Bernier, on the other hand, he played in 6 games in October, had a record of 2-3-1, had a save percentage at .885, gave up 21 goals in October for a goals against average of 3.5. There were times throughout the month that Bernier was outplaying Jimmy Howard. But yeah, goaltending's been off to a slow start. One of the main reasons the Red Wings lost a lot of games. Of course, we'll get to that right now. But yeah, that's going to about wrap it up here for the October edition of Detroit Red Wings Monthly. So the main issue on the Red Wings throughout this month, I think it's been goaltender and defensive collapses. Like, goaltending has been now becoming a problem on the Wings. Because Howard and Bernier, like, Howard's not the same goalie he used to be. He's on the other side of 30. And we got to wait a couple years before Philip Larson comes up to the main roster. Defense is still an issue on this team. The Red Wings had a lot of defensive collapses throughout the month, blowing a lot of leads, because a lot of those games the Red Wings lost, they should have won. But they found every way to shoot themselves in the foot. But yeah, a lot of things the Red Wings need to work on in the coming months and throughout the year. Yeah, just got to work out defensively. But, it's great to have another season of Red Wings hockey back. Also, we got to wait a couple more years for our top defensive prospects to make the main roster. The Moritz Seiders and the Gustav Lindströms and etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, going to be an interesting couple years during the rebuilding. But with Steve Eisman behind the wheel, we can truly now trust the process. But yeah, to end this off, since it's the opening month of the season, and even though we're 13 games in, I'll at least give you my playoff predictions that I had before the season started. Like, the predictions I had the day prior. So yeah, with that being said, I'll go ahead and I'll show you my playoff predictions for the East and West. Which 16 teams do I see making the playoffs this year? I'll be honest here, I don't see the Red Wings making the playoffs this year. I do think they can make it in next year in 2020, 2021. I'll be honest though, if the Red Wings do make the playoffs this year, then this means we're a year ahead of schedule. But yeah, anyway, let's get to the playoff predictions. So right here are the Eastern Conference playoff predictions. Like, once again, the Eastern Conference is going to be an unpredictable bloodbath. In the end, I'm going to say Tampa Bay, they're going to have enough strength to still win the division until they collapse in April. Once again, I'm going to say Toronto is actually going to move up and take second. I feel like Boston is going to take a step back after falling short in the Stanley Cup Finals. So I got Boston. They still got a lot of strength in numbers. So I say the Bruins are going to sneak in as the third team in the division. In the Atlantic, in the Metropolitan, I see once again Washington winning that division. I got Carolina now in second for it. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say New Jersey is going to be the surprise team in the playoffs, and they're going to make it in. So I got the Devils making it as the third team in the Metropolitan. And my 2 wild cards being Montreal and the Islanders. I mean, the Islanders are really, it's a system. Like, Barry Trotz has really coached that team well. I think they can rebound after last year. So yeah, that's my Eastern playoff predictions. Now, here are the Western Conference playoff predictions, as the West is about as unpredictable as all hell. So, in the Central, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Nashville in as the division winner once again. I'm going to put St. Louis in there along with Dallas. And I'm going to say Colorado. No, not Colorado. I'll actually get to the wild cards in a second. In the Pacific, I'm going to say that once again. I feel like it's going to once again go to Calgary. I feel like they're just hitting their stride. Their window just opened. So I'll take Calgary on that front. Really tough from second on down. I'm going to say San Jose, they got a lot of young strength and a lot of 8-year contracts, so I'll take them to finish second. Well, there was really no other team that I found convincing to take the third spot, so I'm going to go with Vegas to take the third spot. And my 2 wild cards being Colorado, and I'm going to say Vancouver will be the surprise team in the Western Conference. Because keep in mind, every year in the playoffs, there's always that one team nobody expects to make the playoffs, and then they shock everyone and make it in. The East, I'm going to say it's the Devils. The West, I'm going to say it will be the Canucks getting in on wild card. But yeah, those are my playoff predictions for this year. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Hope everyone's a great day. I'll see you all for the November edition of Red Wings Monthly. Peace out.
Oh, there's a goal!